Hello, welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Lauren, and today is our Strength and Swings class. We'll practice our kettlebell skills, which we've been working on over the past weeks, progressing our two-handed swings to our single arm swings, our cleans, as well as, of course, the get up. So let's get started with our body weight, and then we'll grab a bell and add some strength. Here we go. With our feet standing about hip width apart, feet rooted in the floor, toes spread out, gripping, slightly rotating out on those legs to squeeze the cheek. Feel the core brace and just lifting up towards the ceiling. Next, we'll take our chin towards our chest and we'll lightly scrape our collarbone towards one armpit. Next, the nose will travel up the wall, across the top of the ceiling, all the way to the other side of the room, scraping down the wall, across the clavicle to center, and then again, grow up tall, pulling that head like a marionette. One more time, chin towards chest in the opposite direction, scraping a clavicle. Nose going up the wall, across the top of the ceiling to the other side of the room. Down the wall, scrape the clavicle to center, and pull that head up high. Well, I like to set my feet a little bit wider apart and keep your arms across your chest with your blades lightly retracted. Hips stay squeezed and pushed forward through this exercise as we rotate the head and the rib cage as one unit, and then pull back to center. Repeat the other direction. Head and rib cage rotate one direction, keep those hips forward, and pull to center. This time, could you keep your head facing forward and only rotate through that upper body? And return. The blades are still together one last time. Upper body rotates, head stays forward and to center. Let's do one more move at the rib cage where we lift up and that slight side bend. Come back to center, pulling and growing tall, and repeat on the other side. Noticing as I do this, I'm lifting up and over, keeping the shoulders down, but that we're not just dumping or crunching over here. We're trying to find some space through that mid body. One last time, returning to center and tipping the other way, and then back up to tall. Next, we'll go down to those ankles to warm up our feet, pressing the knees towards over the toes, but again, keeping the shoulders stacked over top of the hips. As we stand up here, think about extending those hips forward and squeezing all the cheeks. Repeat again, knees towards over toes, and then press the hips forward to extend. Drive down in the floor to find your first balance, and then keeping your knees nice and straight, heels will come down to the floor. Let's add on, knees towards over toes. Peel the heels up and hold. Then slowly descend, staying on the balls of the feet. Hang out here. Can you get really high on the tips of the toes? And then can you stay that height on them and press back up? Hold that balance one last time. Control the down. Then knees come to the floor with or without your hands on a soft landing. Extend those hips forward, untuck the toes, and let's sit back on those pointed feet for a second. How does it feel? Check in with the top of your quads, the front of your ankles, maybe even add a little lean back. If we're gonna lean back, let's do it properly, matrix style. Extend those hips, heads, shoulders, hips, and knees. Could be a new song. Slowly coming back into that extension here. Keep that core brace, that nice straight line. Press back. I like to have my toes tucked in this activity. How far can you go maintaining that position, but being able to come back out of it? Next, we'll extend our arms. We must warm up our wrists here because we will be doing some get-ups today. With those arms out in front, I dare you to turn your elbow pits towards the ceiling. Now, can you move only those elbow pits and turn them down? So right here, I'm gonna rotate my elbow pits or my blood donations to the ceiling, and then I'm gonna try to rotate them in. Last time, I'll rotate them up. Retract the shoulders. Hinge on the hips. Come down and find 8 points of contact. So all 4 fingers on each side. Your palms are off the floor. Elbow pits are still forward, shoulders are down. Rocking from the index to the baby. The index to the baby. Now, straighten those elbows even more and find the floor with the palm of your hands and that thumb. Now that we're here, can we practice that rotation drill again? So your elbow pits are forward, keeping your shoulder packed. Can you rotate your elbow pits backwards? Ooh, and then rotate them forward. One more time here. Right now, we're rotating that humerus in its socket. keeping the shoulders and the wrists stable. Back to center, push through those first knuckles, flick the floor away, give a little shake out, and let's do one more. We'll rotate our palms fully, fingertips face our quads as we hinge, place them down, and then placing the palms down. Fingers spread out nice and wide, gently sitting back into this. Push your babies into the floor, then your rings, then your middle, then your index, then your thumbs. Feel that through the front of that forearm there. And then we'll bend the elbows, peel the palms away from the floor, and that light flick. We'll start our first moves here. I wanted to do some crawls and some silly walks to get started today and get warmed up. Let's stay on the floor and first start with a little inchworm plank. So give yourself a little bit of room in front of you, and let's first assume that plank position. The plank position is the hands underneath the shoulders, the hips lifted and in line with the shoulders, but the cheeks are squeezed, the shoulders are pulling down. Imagine you're trying to ripple the floor underneath you by pulling your hands to your feet, and pull, 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 pull for 3, 2, now I want you to tip your tailbone to the ceiling or anterior tip the hips and lift into your A-frame or down dog. Keeping your hands flat on the floor, no cheating. Walk your feet towards your hands. Ooh, breathe, keep them flat for 3, 2, and then slowly walking out again to another plank hold. Tuck the hips under, squeeze the glutes. This time pull your right hand to your left hip without moving. And then your left hand to your right hip, creating that cross-body tension. Whew. Tip the tailbone to the ceiling, lifting the hips. Again, hands stay flat. Don't lift the palms up. Get tight. And one last time, hopefully I stay on screen here as I walk out into this last plank. Tuck under. Let's pull in parallel. Right hand pulls to right hip. Left hand pulls to left hip. Right to right, left to left. Now right to left and left to right. Cross body again. Whew. Tip the tailbone. Lift the hips. Walk those feet to your hands. Stay tight. Then pressing the floor away and slowly stacking yourself up. All the way to tall. Get those core fired up for those swings today. Next, we're going to take it for a little walk across your screen. I like to call this the duck walk. You don't have to do the arms and oh, that's not the duck song, that's a bunny song. Anyway, send the knees, or chicken, send your knees towards over your toes. Stay up tall. Staying the same height, let's peel our foot up off the floor. Right now we are rolling through that foot, so the heel strike, the toe push off. Once you get to the end of your room, backwards back. Toe, ball, heel. Keep your knees and your hips facing in the forward line. Last one, and then press to tall. Maybe that was low enough. Maybe you have another duck level in you. Come on down if you do. How low can you walk through your duck pattern here? Again, the knees and the ankles are staying underneath you, so no winging that leg out to the side. As much as we go forward, we need to get back to where we came from. Heels down, press to tall. Oh, it's tough being a duck. Next, we're going to change from a duck to a lizard. In this lizard, we will hinge out to our plank position. Once there, I want you to think about bringing your knee as high as you can to your tricep and holding, and then placing your foot down. Here we go. Hip hinge. Slowly walk yourself out to your plank position and hold. Next, we're going to take a foot, flicking the floor away. Bring that knee as high as you can and hold it there for 3, 2, now place the foot gently on the floor. Now that we're in this position, can we reach out our back heel and reach out our front knee like we're splitting ourselves in half? And then pull that tension back into center. Try to lift the foot and leave it there. And then bring it back to where you got it, other side. Flicking the floor away. Bringing that foot up, knee towards that shoulder. Hold. Then place the foot down. Again, reach out the front knee. Reach out the back heel. Breathe, split yourself, and then pull back to center. Try to lift the foot with control and place it where you got it. One last time. Other side, knee comes up high, 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 high. Then places down. Breathe. Reach away from center, nice long spine, blades retracted, head in line. Pull the tension back together to lift and place back. Last time that other leg comes up, we bring it tight to the body, compressing, and then placing down. One last time, take that breath. Nice spine, head in line, reaching away, then pulling back to center to lift and place back. Push the floor forward, tipping the hips, walking your hands back, loading up your hinge position, and then driving to tall. Wow. Those animals, they've got it tough, you know? I just want to see what's going on up here. Oh, ducks and lizards emojis. Good ones. All right. We're back here to our horse stance. Can you get a horse emoji? Let's pull ourselves down, knees towards over, toes staying stacked. A horse stays the same height the whole time, and that's what we're going to try to do. Pointing a leg forward, but lateral, toe ball heel. Then pull on that leg, adductors, hip forward. Staying the same height, the feet come back underneath. Repeat the other way. Point, pull, pressing the hips forward. Off that back foot, heels together. Let's do 2 more in the forward direction. Pull on the straight leg first, and then bend. Heels underneath. One last time, pulling yourself forward. Ending with both feet underneath you. Let's drive down and extend. Take a second, find a balance. I've never seen horses on their tiptoes, but I could be wrong. Heels come down, knees stay straight. We'll bend again. Then we'll point the leg behind us. If you look down, your big toe of the back leg and your heel would be on about the same line. So it's not a big lateral back step. Pull on that leg and then push. Keeping the hips forward, heels together. Point back. Start that adductor pull. Transfer the weight, heels. 2 more, point. Shoulders and hips forward, heels. Last time, point, pull, transfer that weight, drive down to stand up. Take a second, go to the local watering hole. Try not to drink on camera, but I'm a little parched here. All right. Next, we're getting our bell. Let's run through 1 full get up each side so we can feel what that load feels like today. And then we're going to be breaking down our get up with some swings attached to it. A nice big combo set here. So I have a get up bell or a kettlebell that I feel comfortable doing my first get up here today. And it's actually the weight I'm going to be using today. So pick a bell. It could be the kettlebell you choose to use later in our practice, or a nice bell to just get warmed up with. Here we go. 1 full get up from the cuddle roll press position. Next, that hip extension, pull on elbow. Keeping that shoulder depressed and pushed away from the floor, come to that tall sit. We now have our bridge and our sweep. The hand will leave the floor. That front foot will move, and use both legs to help you up. Complete the pattern by going back down in that reverse order, rotating and hinging, sweeping, elbow, and towards your back. Pulling the bell down, cuddling it, take a second off, and let's repeat that same thing on the other side of our body. How'd that bell feel today? Whoops, make sure you change hands. How'd that bell feel today? Check in. Here we go. Second side, cuddle, roll and press. Get set up in your position, then extend the hip and pull. Finding that hand, keeping the shoulder retracted and packed. Pressing away, sweeping. Floor pushes away, lunge position, forward and back, up to tall. Come on back down, step back lunge. Front foot opens, rotate hinge. Sweep, elbow, and slowly to your back. Pull the bell down, return to the cuddle. The only rule, I was gonna say no rules, stand up, don't use your hands. However you'd like to do that, take a second. Breathe. All right, so we're already into the juicy part of our workout here today. And this is going to happen like this. You have your kettlebell. We will be performing 5 on the first set, single arm swings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 will be a clean. From the clean position, we'll press, and we'll do a drop back lunge, which is the first move in our get up down. We'll come back up, pull it down, repeat on the other side. Set number 2, 4 swings, a clean, a press, and we'll add on to that get up. So we'll get to the windmill position and then come back up. We'll be slowly breaking our get up all the way down to the floor, and we'll see what happens on our way back up. Let's focus on the way down first. Grab a bell, and we will be starting with our 5 single arm swings. Number 6 to end in that rack position, press, and then lunge. Here we go. Set up, behind, rock. Set up, behind your bell. Hinge, grip, 5 swings. To that chest height, shoulder stays retracted. That top plank position, 4. On this next one, clean to rack. A nice press, get the bell overhead. Leg you can touch, we'll drop back to your lunge and hold for 3, 2, come back up to standing, pull the bell down, through, and park. Give a little break. A little shake, and we'll repeat on that second side. In 3, 2, 5 swings. On this next one, clean, press, good. Leg you can touch, we'll drop back in that lunge position and hold for 3, 2, come back through to tall, pull the bell down, clean, and park. Great. Take a break. So, I forgot a hair elastic for today's class. So you're going to see some wild rock star hair happening today. Sorry if it's distracting. Next, set number 2. 4 single arm cleans, swings. 4 single arm swings. 1 clean, 1 press. We'll go drop back lunge, rotate, hinge, hand finds the floor, windmill position, come back up. Here we go. 4. Next one is a clean. Next we press. Step back lunge, the leg you can touch. Open the front leg. Start looking at your bell as you rotate. Hinge, stack your shoulders, hold. 3, 2, floor pushes away, hips extend. Front leg closes, press to tall, pull bell down, through, park. Take a second, shake it out. Same thing, other side. It was 4 swings, set up, hinge grip, 4. Clean. Press. Use that full body tension as you press the bell overhead. Step back lunge. Rotate, open up, rotate, hinge. Stacking shoulders and wrists for 3, 2, press the floor away, extend. Front foot moves, both legs, up. Pull the bell down, through, park. Breathe. Set number 3, 3 swings, 1 clean, press. In our get up down, we'll go step back lunge, windmill, sweep, pause on your butt, so 3 points of contact, sweep back, come back up. Here we go. 3 swings. 1. 1 clean. 1 press. Step back lunge, leg you can touch. Step, open, rotate, hinge, stack your shoulders and your body. Then sweep the leg through, pause in your tall sit for 3, 2, bridge, sweep. Hand leaves floor, front foot moves, both legs up, pull the bell down and park it. Breathe. All right, set number 3. On the second side, the sun is streaming in. It's nice and warm here. Here we go. 3. Well, it's warm inside. It's not warm outside at all. Here we go. 3, 1, 2, 3. Clean. Boom. Press. Great. Step back lunge. Front foot opens. Rotate, hinge, stack. Sweep the leg, hold. 3, 2, bridge sweep. Front foot will move after you press the floor away. Up through the lunge, pull down, and park with control. Wonderful. 2 more rounds. 2 swings, 1 clean, 1 press, all the way down to the elbow. So almost a full get up. Down to the elbow, back up. Set up in front of your bell. 2 swings. 1, 2, 1 clean, 1 press. Step back lunge. Front foot, rotate, hinge, sweep. Find the elbow, hold. Keep pushing the floor away with that bottom elbow. Find the hand. Bridge sweep. Floor away. Front foot moves. Up together. Pull down. Through. Park. Time under tension under this bell. That'll make you stronger. Here we go. Second side. 2 swings. 1, 2, 1 clean, 1 press. Step back lunge with that leg you can touch. Rotate, open leg, rotate, hinge, stack, sweep, elbow hold, pushing the floor away. Find that hand, bridge, sweep, hand leaves floor. Front foot moves, push forward and back, bell pulls down, and park. Breathe. Shake it out, let that grip go, let the ankles go, floppy. Take tension, relax. 1 more round. I feel good. You feel good? Good. 1 swing, 1 clean, full get up down, full get up back up. Keep that bell in that firing range position when you end up on your back, and just bring it back up with you. Setting up behind your bell. Here we go. 1 swing, 1 clean, 1 press, full get up down, step back lunge, rotate hinge, sweep, elbow, back. Keep the bell here, come back up, elbow first. Hand, bridge, sweep, floor presses away, front foot, up together, finish with control, and park the bell. 1 more time on that second side. Here we go. 1 swing, 1 clean, press. 1 more get up here as we step back. Step, rotate, hinge, stack and sweep, elbow to the back. Come on up with control, elbow first, hand, bridging and sweeping. Taking your time, each movement is purposeful and separate from the last. Pull the bell down, through, park. How'd that feel? Like some work? Good amount of work? That's the way it should be. We have 1 more task left today. I was thinking we'd do about 3 rounds of squats and push-ups here. So what we will be doing is we'll take our bell, standing over top, pull it into that goblet position, hold. Step your feet into your squat stance, pull yourself down for 5 squats. Come back up, hinge to put the bell down. We'll take a second, we'll walk out into our push-up position and pick a number that works for you. I will be doing 5 squats, 5 push-ups, 3 sets. If 5 is too many, Choose a number that's less than 5. 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you really want to do more push-ups than that, make sure your hips are in line with your shoulders, your cheeks are squeezed, you're keeping that whole tension, you're pulling yourself down, your head's staying in line, then you can do more than 5 push-ups. Here we go. Not too much of a break in between. This will be our last moves for today. Over top of your bell. I'll show you side profile here. Over top of your bell. Hinge. Regrip goblet. Next, step into that squat stance. Pull down, up to tall, 5. Right now, we're trying to break parallel ideally, but we're keeping our hips in that anterior tilt as we reach out the back, not letting our low back to round or take the load. Once we're done, hinge, bell down. Step away. Let's use our hinge, walk ourselves out to our push-up position. Checklist before you do a push-up. Head in line with shoulders, hips up. Shoulders retract, shoulders or lats engaged, shoulders pulled down. Gripping the floor, cheek squeeze. Here we go. Pull down, press. Pull down, press. 5 or so push-ups here. Then push the floor forward, sending the hips back. Walk yourself up to tall. Take a big breath. Check in. Felt good. 2 more times, repeat. Over top. Pull, catch. 5 squats. 1. You're pulling yourself down into the squat position, not just dropping and flopping, but controlled on the down and the up. Last one. Hinge to put bell down, up without. Take a breath. Give yourself some room. Set up in your push-up position. Hinge. Walk yourself out. Head, shoulders, hips, cheeks squeeze, core brace. Up to 5. Last one. Push the floor forward, hips lift. Through the hinge to tall. 1 more round. 2 breaths. Filling that belly. Expanding the diaphragm, chest. And here we go. Last round. Pull, catch. 5. 1. Elbows in, shoulders retracted. Spine stays long, hips reach back. I can't talk and count. I'm going to do 1 more just to make sure. Put the bell down. Just a second off. Walk out to your plank position. And last set of push-ups here. Hips up, head in line, 5-ish. 1. Are your cheeks still squeezing? Your core still braced? Your shoulders still down? Whew. Last time, come to standing. Hips extend. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. Let's do that again. In and out. Now take your breath in and hold it for 4, 3, 2, and then exhale. Repeat. In for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. 1 more time. In for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Now hold empty for 4, 3, 2. That's so tough. Great. Let's finish with a really quick stretch here. Come on down to our splits position. So onto the floor here, legs out. Get into that split, either a pointed foot or a flexed foot. Whichever you choose, let's check in next with that pelvic tilt. Are we sitting back on those sit bones with that slight tip of the hips forward? Spine nice and long. Now, as we sit here, could we just try to rotate those legs open, getting the inseams to the ceiling, and then relax. And try that 1 more time. Try to rotate the legs open with their own power, which will mean you'll be squeezing your cheeks, rolling them open, and then relax. Maybe that gives you a little bit more room to get open a little bit more. And now, hinging forward. Again, chin slightly tucked, growing out tall of the marionette strings, hinging, spine long. We have a fairly light grip on the floor here. Sometimes I like to rock back side to side. And then using our own power, can we keep the legs rotated open and then press ourselves up to tall? Whew. Come on up with no hands. Great workout today. Thanks for joining me today, Bars and Bells. My name is Lauren. If you enjoyed this workout, consider becoming a member through our webpage, barsandbells.com, or our Patreon account. Thanks for joining me. Likes and subscribes also help. Take care, stay strong, and we'll train soon. Goodbye.